What the heck? Look at this bright ass spot right here. That is not the sun, bro. The sun is already west. This is east right here. What the heck is this? Why is it so bright? But then again, at the same time, it ain't really that late. But I don't know. I just thought that was weird. The atmosphere got very weird. Like it felt kind of weird. And then that big old opening just opened up there. It was kind of weird, but it was all dark all around, so it was kind of suspect, I guess you could say. But I don't know. It was funny though. It was weird. It was a strange feeling. So I was like, damn, I'm bright as the sun, but that just shows how hazy it was then, because my perception was off. Of course, I knew it wasn't the sun, but at the same time, it hit me. I was like, man, it ain't really that late. It's about 4 o'clock, I think. I would have to. Let me see. No, but yep, it's 4:23 right now. 4:23 p.m. So yeah, the sun will still be out. It just wouldn't be that bright right over here, like right there, because that's normally that's east. In the morning, it normally comes up in the east out of his portal, as the Book of Enoch talks about. But yeah, yeah, it is what it is. We seeing creepy world, but interesting world. Look at that Negro right there. Big old face, big old afro. Look at the afro. Two eyes, right eye, left eye. Nose, big wide nose. You see the two nostrils if you look close enough. Bam. Look at his mouth. Might have his mouth open, but he might have something in his mouth also, or something covering his mouth. I don't know. At first I thought he was yelling. Had his mouth open. So see his teeth are kind of. It's kind of rare though that you see them with their mouth open though. It's pretty rare. It's weird because people will watch videos like this and then they'll comment, but then tell you sometimes like, man, I saw something too that you missed. I'm like, wow. But of course, I'm not the only one with spiritual eyes. I know that the spirits can manifest themselves in the physical. They just need a medium, and clouds are perfect. Clouds, smoke, stuff like that, even electromagnetic interruptions by way of electromagnetic pulses or impulses or whatever, because these spirits, they are energy. A spirit is energy. It's the foundation of everything, even everything that's physical in the physical realm, in this three-dimensional plane that we live on. Yep, it's thundering. Yep, I knew it. I knew it was coming. Now, will it have lightning with it? But it is still, wow, I don't know. I just be thinking, this can't be the creator making these thunderstorms like right in the middle of the day. The Most High wouldn't do that. He would make a thunderstorm like more so at going into the nightfall. He wouldn't do it while people are still out and about trying to enjoy the day. Most High ain't rude like that. So I'm thinking like, man, this got to be like the government or something, like with the harp, association. You know, it's just I know how that go. I know what's going on with that. So it would make sense if they were doing this, starting all of these, just like with the chemtrails. Forcing weather to just develop. I wouldn't call it abnormal, but definitely the timing is abnormal. But it is pretty much abnormal also when you look at it because it's artificially made by man through the manipulation of electromagnetic impulses and stuff like that. And messing with the ionosphere and all of that stuff and shooting putting certain chemicals in the atmosphere or whatever, that could help modify the weather also. Because a lot of these chemicals that they put into the atmosphere through the government airplanes and stuff like that, such as, oh, excuse me, I had to burp. Wow. Um, a lot of it has microscopic metallic nanoparticles in it, and a lot of times, especially right after, well, a lot of times after they spray these chemicals in the sky, especially the aluminum sulfates and the barium strontium or whatever they call it, mercury, the radon, or they got all type of different chemicals. Some in which we know, but a lot of them we don't know. But at least 5 to 6 toxic carcinogenic chemicals. A few of them, of course, the aluminum has nano-sized metal particles in it, and they're very fine, and they're in the form of gas, and so they can stay in the atmosphere for very, very long amounts of time. And so, that gives them all day to mess with the weather here and there. And so it makes sense. The Most High, he's not rude, you know what I'm saying? He wants us to enjoy life. He knows that thunderstorms, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people are afraid of thunderstorms, they could sound quite terrifying, believe it or not. But, the thing is, I mean, I know it's natural, but it's just a time and place for everything. At 5 p.m. in the afternoon, it shouldn't be heavy clouds, heavy gray, thick clouds coming in, carrying a lot of moisture and stuff like that. And really, I think a lot of these clouds don't even carry moisture. Has anybody ever thought about that? Has any of you people out there ever thought that a lot of these clouds do not carry moisture? The fake ones, anyway. Because they're based on, again, microscopic nano metallic particles that, has been radiated, highly radiated, ionized, um, you know, and yeah, they get a lot of these substances, from nature, but a lot of it, they could actually mess with the molecular structure and stuff like that. And, in plants and animals even, they can mess with the genetics and create an entirely different species of animal or species of plant, you know. But at that point, it's a genetically modified, it's GMO or genetically modified organism, or it's been, GM, genetically engineered, or GE. So, they're the same thing. You're just messing with the genes. You're taking away and adding certain genes on a molecular structure. You're changing the genetics of these plants and these animals and making them become GMO or GMO resistant or GMO dependent. But nonetheless, a lot of these animals, especially the foods, but even the animals, they're genetically modified. A lot of them are cloned. So a lot of people are eating cloned meat and don't even know it. How did I get on this subject? I was talking about the atmosphere and the man-made manipulated weather. But that's how I do. I ramble off my mind, and I don't know. I just be having so much on my mind, and I just get to talking about various things, various aspects of life. Normally, the important stuff, though, the very important stuff. I don't care about the entertaining, you know, propaganda-based, theoretical, secular, everyday talk. I like to talk about the odd stuff, the real stuff, the stuff that people are scared to talk about, the stuff that affects us all, but is done in secret. That's the stuff I like to talk about and think about. But before all, I try to focus on the spiritual, through the Bible. I'm trying to get more into it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm growing spiritually. I'm trying to get there. Most side knows, I'm not trying to play around with this. I wouldn't be trying it every day if I'm not trying. So, we just got to try harder, black people. We really do. God, I actually took another picture. Now, don't that look like a face too, right there? Big old face, big old round, big face. Look at that. Got that right eye, the left eye, the big nose, big Negro nose, wide nose, lips, wide lips, kind of look like he's smiling. Big old beard. Got like well, I can't really tell if that's his forehead. Maybe his forehead is under there, but it looks like hair right there. Yeah. I don't know. I'll just be, well, his face is dissipating right now. As the wind blow around. Look, and here's a guy right here. It looks like. See that guy? See this, the forehead, the eyes, the nose, the lips, the mustache, beard, high cheekbone. That's his cheekbone. How well he dissipating too now. But when I first saw it, it looked like a head. It looked like it was a dude over there, some type of entity. Then right here, you can kind of see something too. Look at that. There's two eyes right there. It could be. There go the nose, like a slouchy nose, kind of like almost like a lion, kind of like got the beard. Look at the broad beard. Got the mouth under there, the lower lip, the upper lip is right below there. So that's some type of humanoid animal. And then look at this guy right here trying to hide. You see the right eye, left eye, nose, small mouth, look like a turtle. Look at them bugged out eyes though. He's trying to hide under the cloud. That kind of look like his hair, but it's not. Him trying to hide behind. I don't know. I'll just be seeing stuff. It kind of look like it's something right there. Then there's a face. There's a face. There's a face. A face within a face. But look at the big face. Big ET face. Don't that look like an ET? Right eye, left eye, nose, lip. Well, it's dissipating now. But, I know y'all just saw that ET alien face. It's still there too a little bit. But it's dissipating though. It's getting wider and wider. Spread it more apart. A few faces up here, but not much. Oh yeah. Yeah, I see you ugly things. I see you all around. Yeah, this is probably weather manipulated. It really is. This is not the creator. But it could be him too. It could be him casting, judgment. Because again, he wouldn't do something like this in the middle of the day at before 5 o'clock p.m. when people are still moving around. This would be of the world, manipulating the weather. Satan's empire, Satan's temporary worldwide empire, or soon to be worldwide. He definitely got a lot going on through these entities, these hybrids, these reptilians, there's plenty different names, different entities. I'm gonna make a video about aliens too, so hopefully y'all will. I gotta explain that because people don't really know what aliens are, and they don't know if they're real. They don't know if they're here. They don't know where they are. They don't know how they got here. They don't know their history. They don't know how they harm humans or how they benefit us. What, when, where, how, whatever. Like, so I want to make a video about aliens, possibly later. So yeah. Yeah, but whatever. Normally, whenever you see two openings next to each other, then that's the eyes. But if you see multiples, then that could be represent the eyes, the nose, the eyes and the nose and the mouth. So at least two would be two eyes. Two or more would include the nose and potentially all four, openings of the face, the eyes, the nose, the mouth. I don't know, that's just my interpretation, and it's been pretty accurate all this time, or at least it appeared to be. But that's how I get this. That's how I see these things, is I look for those things. Normally, they all look like monsters. They look like some type of hybrid alien entities or whatever, just totally out of this world. I don't know. It's interesting. Some look like cats. You see that one over there? Let me see if I can get my finger right over there. Yeah, that one, and even that one. Don't those look like cats a little bit? Like, look real closely. There, the right eye, left eye, the snout, the nose, the lip, upper lip, lower lip. It looked better just a while ago, so again, as the wind is puffing around, it goes away. Look at that. Look like that's a face right there, but it's missing the nose and the mouth. Where it got a really small nose and got his mouth closed. Back definitely saw his eyes. Yeah, just looking at seeing what I could see. But I'm gonna end this video. I didn't want this to be too long. But this is just me again, sky gazing, seeing what I could see in the spiritual realm through the manifestation or manipulation of the physical realm by way of the clouds in the upper atmosphere. Yeah. Talk to you later. If you like this, like, comment, and subscribe to my videos, and I'll catch you on the next one. Shalom.